Hey, what's going on? We're doing a quick video. With Zohran Mamdani winning the New York mayoral election, which is very exciting, we are also seeing, a ton of reinvoking this sort of social ideology, and it's not clear how it relates to either conservative or progressive politics. And so I want to take you back to a counter narrative, really, to some of this, which is that capital and the influence of money and the importance of wages has always been touted as almost this cure-all or panacea. And if you need evidence that we're not really clear how regime or capital determines the outcomes of a society, we can look at things like, well, perhaps French socialism. One of the oldest legacies, both intellectual, it's baked into oligarchy, it's baked into democracy. And we see present day France, and it's still this very industrial capital nation, which isn't a bad thing. We still see France maintaining a nuclear triad, which is, it's kind of like the Holy See, or like, the capital or most important sort of aspect of global militaries. And so that's also not either a good or a bad thing. And then we also see, this isn't apologetics, but, you can see nations like China and Russia competing and long periods of history where they're not going to war. And so, obviously, this we don't want to take too much away from this, because there are still serious human rights abuses. There's reasons that geopolitical instability can arise from, these sort of authoritarian regimes. And there's also a ton of bad effects of capitalism. But, this is the thing is, we see New York and perhaps a lot of places in the US going through a really exciting time now. And so one of the things that we want to just consider and sort of keep in mind, is, there's not fast solutions. There's not some like, comrade everybody. There's not, like venture capitalist or, iBanking, investment banking, everybody. There's not a single politician in the United States that's going to fix things. And as those narratives pop up, you should ask questions. You should be the voice. It's like, come on, chat, we can be the people that sort of demand better solutions. Those solutions aren't just about policy that we ultimately pass, but those solutions are also about the way we conduct ourselves in a democracy. And so just keep that stuff in mind. It is big brain stuff. It's all this other stuff. And that's the video, folks.